Welcome back to Catfish, the Untold Stories, Part 2. Max, are you ready to check out this next story?
I don't know. These are pretty scary. I'm gonna have to watch the next one like this.
I've got one more story to tell. It would really mean a lot to me if you would help me tell the story.
I will muster my inner strength and try to confront this story head on.
My name's Jackson. I'm 20 years old, and I am a student and a barista. I was just kind of browsing the internet one day, and I came across Sarah Smith's blog. And I saw her story, and I was fascinated by it. She had cancer when she was 5 years old. She was the first time she'd been diagnosed, and she'd had her eye surgically removed. She'd been cancer-free until about, 15, I believe she said, and then it came back, and this time it was terminal.
6 months.
She had this really positive kind of vibe, blew me away. So I sent her a message, trying to be as helpful as possible. Actually, I think my exact words were, "Shut up, you're not gonna die, you're gonna be fine." She found that pretty funny, so she's saying, oh, people don't really want to be friends with someone who's gonna be dead in about 6 months. And I said, well, we can be friends because you're not gonna be dead in 6 months.
You're gonna bounce back.
She was trusting of me, telling me things that were going on can't be easy to talk about.
You've bounced back a couple of times. I think you can do it. One more time.
She's getting hate mail. She said she was shoved into lockers and people were holding a mock funeral for her.
I mean, bullying someone because they're gonna die, pretty sick.
Ugh, I'm so sorry, sir. That's insanity. I didn't know people could actually be that mean.
I told her it's high school. You graduate, you never have to see him again. And you're going to graduate, you're gonna beat this.
Keep your head up, please.
She would get a lot of hassle on social media sites. People just threatening her, saying horrible things. You're a one-eyed cunt.
Wow.
Wow.
A one-eyed bleep.
One-eyed bleep is pretty bad. A two-eyed bleep is pretty insulting as it is.
Right.
Why don't you just laugh and think about all those assholes when they have their funerals and no one shows up?
I think everyone deserves to have someone who's unconditionally there for them. That's what I tried to do. We would talk on the phone probably at least every day. I told her about some of the things I was going through.
It's impossible to talk to your family.
At the time, I was struggling with a drug addiction problem.
I know what it's like to be at the bottom of the well and just...
Something I couldn't really talk to a lot of my friends about because it's hard when you're going through something no one else could understand.
People just need someone to talk to, someone who's safe, someone who's not necessarily in their community, someone they can trust.
I get really lonely too. I know how you feel. I'm sorry.
I think a big part of drug addiction is isolation. And then when you talk about it, you feel relieved, like a weight off your chest.
I guess you're right. If you can get through cancer multiple times, I can get through taking some pills every once in a while, huh?
My name is Sarah Jones, and I am a senior in high school. When I was 5 years old, I was diagnosed with a rare cancerous tumor that affects the retina of the eye, but I was lucky to have just caught my cancer just in time, and I'm able to be here today. I was on a college tour with my mom.
Go to the science department.
When I got this text message from my friend,
what does it say? It says I still have cancer. What?
She just wanted to check on me to see if I was okay because there was an article that had said that I was sick again.
It talks about having cancer when I was little, losing an eye. Cancer's returned for the 3rd time.
My name is Melanie, and I am Sarah's mother. Sarah was confused. Her friend told her that her brother had actually mentioned an article that he saw where it mentioned Sarah's cancer had come back and that she only had a few months to live. As we started to arrive to the college, I guess the word had spread.
No, her cancer isn't back.
Many other friends got involved.
They're asking me if I'm okay, if I'm out of school for treatment. It says I'm hated by What?
This is crazy.
It says I've been bullied at school. I haven't been bullied since I was 8.
It seems like someone stole my identity. After everything I've been through, it broke my heart.
Welcome back to Catfish, the Untold Stories, Part 2.
Whoever's going online and pretending to have cancer took a girl who had cancer originally. How surreal must that be for Sarah Jones, who probably, you know, was scarred for life by having cancer once, and now to see in the newspaper that her cancer had come back.
Yeah.
Wow. Seeing it from a newspaper.
That's crazy.
When I was 5 years old, I was diagnosed with retinoblastoma, a rare cancerous tumor that affects the retina of the eye. And I had to undergo a nucleation or the removal of the eye and now have a prosthetic eye in place.
It was really hard for us to go through, especially at such a young age. She was great with it though. When it first happened, when we first told her, she tried to make a joke out of it. We told her one eye was sick and the other one was gonna have to come out. We were sitting at dinner and she just, you know, takes her fork and says, well, we could just take care of that right now and then we don't have to go to the doctor.
So,
wow.
you know, we had to...
She seems really amazing.
Cool girl.
Come here. There's the article.
When we first saw the article, it brought all of those feelings and memories back about how sick she was and how worried we were that something was happening.
It's like this person just stole your whole life and put it up on this blog. Who would do that?
For somebody just to play with that and toy with those emotions and bring them all up 12 years later, it just makes you wonder what kind of person would do something like that.
Everyone's just gonna think I'm trying to start drama.
It was very frustrating for me to see that she had taken my background story and put it on a ridiculous twist.
Look at the people who commented. They're from all over the world. They think it's me.
I don't want people feeling bad for me. I want my survival story to be looked at as an inspirational story.
Some of the people that have commented are my actual friends.
Hey, you know this girl.
They think it's true.
I saw the article had said that Sarah Smith had all of these social media accounts, so I went on and I searched for her. I decided that the best thing to do was to send a direct message to all of Sarah Smith's friends.
The girl you've been talking to is fake.
And figure out why she did this.
I'm the real Sarah.
We'd been about 4 or 5 months into knowing each other when one day I get this message from Sarah Jones asking me if I knew this Sarah Smith person. She said, I'm getting frantic calls from my relatives asking if my cancer's come back. She said, I don't have cancer. I beat it a long time ago. What can I do to prove it to you? I texted Sarah Smith and I was like, what's going on? She said, Sarah Jones is a catfish. Just delete it and block it and don't talk to her.
I know the real Sarah very well. Please don't be another bully in her life.
So the catfish just tried to say that the real Sarah is the catfish and that she should be blocked and ignored, which is like a last line of defense.
If someone tells you they're the real person and ignore the other person who says they're the real person and can't do it via video chat or in some definitive way, they're lying.
Jackson did not believe that I was the real Sarah.
I don't think I should be talking to you.
I was so overwhelmed by the whole situation.
Bye.
I didn't know what to do. I felt awful.
Assuming this girl's just making all this up, what is she trying to get?
Sympathy. It's not an aphrodisiac, but it will keep someone on the line. Lying about having cancer and dying is one of the worst lies you can tell.
The Sarah Smith profile had approximately 600 friends.
Fake profiles of all of my friends?
Who would do that?
Many of her friends had social media accounts created using their first names, but then changing their last name, but using all of their pictures.
You're on here. There's a fake profile of you, like that's not you.
And we were all pretty upset and confused. It was a little bit deeper than we originally had thought.
I was getting frustrated because I wanted answers. And then Sarah Jones sent me this link to a video. She'd been interviewed on the news for volleyball. The bottom of the screen shows her talking and it says Sarah Jones, so there's proof right there. So then I actually texted Sarah Smith. I said, you need to tell me what's going on. You owe me answers. And she texted back and she said, I know.
What is this here?
This is a fundraising page for treatment.
I had found out that this person had set up fundraising accounts, which really hurt me.
Do you think they're using this to scam money out of people?
Even if I did have cancer now, I would not ask for people for money. I don't want people to feel pity for me.
What if my friends read this yesterday and gave money?
We called upon a friend that was in the police department.
I'm Detective Robinson.
An investigator, and just asked his advice.
We're worried that she's going to use this cancer scam to make money.
Well, that's fraudulent activity. We could certainly do something with that.
No money had been raised on it yet. He wanted to make sure that it was documented.
This other Sarah whose identity you've stolen, do you know what she's going through? Do you know what you've done to her, huh?
I convinced Sarah Smith to get a hold of Sarah Jones.
She gave me your number. Can you call her, please? And I don't know, she wants to talk to you. I don't blame her.
Police are getting involved. You need to talk to her. You owe that to her.
Luckily, my boyfriend Charlie was there, and he really helped me through it.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Sarah. The real Sarah.
I asked her if she really did have cancer, and she told me no, she didn't.
I just wanted to be somebody else for a while, and then it got too big too fast. I just really got lost in it all. To be honest, my real name is Jennifer.
She told me her name was Jennifer, and then I did realize that I had known a Jennifer that was a couple of years older than me.
Here.
My boyfriend, Charlie, knew this girl from when they were kids.
I think she went to my elementary school.
Maybe she got jealous of me.
I mean, she was always so nice. She would never hurt a fly. I can't imagine.
I've seen her around.
The detective called me the next day. He was gonna go that evening to talk to Jennifer and find out her side of the story.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you Jennifer? I'm here on behalf of Sarah Jones. She's filed a police report against you.
Jennifer basically confessed everything and said that she had created all of the fake social media accounts, and then she didn't really have a good reason as to why she did it.
I just wanted to escape and be somebody else for a while, I guess.
I don't know if I even buy that.
She had conversations with friends, tagged pictures, arguments with people over social media to make it seem like it was real. I was arguing with people that I'm assuming people that she created, and apparently that was where some of the bullying came from. They would just kind of erase any doubt in my mind. I always thought, you know, no one would go through this much trouble to make a catfish profile. That takes dedication.
I honestly just wanted to punch her in the face. I was so mad and so angry. She's hurting innocent people like Jackson. Just for her to do that to someone sickens me.
Impersonating someone else like that in and of itself can be an addiction, but she quite literally robbed Sarah Jones of her accomplishments and her triumphs over beating cancer and doing all the things that she's done. She got support, she got friends, she got pity, which is, I'm assuming, everything that she set out for.
I look at my prosthetic eye as a mark of survival. I have persevered every day in light of my disability, and I've really made a difference in my community.
Well, we're glad you're okay.
Yes.
So you really don't have cancer,
I
right?
really don't have cancer.
Bye.
I also would suggest people not putting your whole entire life story out there, because you never know who can take from it.
This has been really hard on me.
Sorry, I didn't want to hurt anyone.
I don't know why she chose me. I think she wanted to get friends.
You never really think about the person who's getting used as the
mask.
The mask.
I wouldn't have been so forgiving if I were the real Sarah. Heading into post.
The Catfish headquarters. I think they're editing in here. Hey guys.
Hey.
Whoa, this is crazy. Max, you're filming, them editing, you filming.
Hey.
Look at
This is the master of post.
Wow, Mad Men in here, huh? We should all have a drink.
Season 3, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Season 3. Salud.
Oh yeah.
Woo.